Hello, everybody, and welcome to session 10, week 10. I'm a little slow getting started this week. I'm actually coming off of a 5-day bender of being sick. Some nasty virus hit me, and so I've really been just sleeping a lot lately, and so I haven't been checking my email as regularly. And so if you sent me an email and I missed it, if you sent me an email anytime starting last Tuesday when I was hit with it, and you have not received it, please email me again. I might have lost the email. So I am getting better. I'm not fully back yet, but I am getting better. So I am starting to work through things and continue to get back up on things. So, but if I did miss an email, please send it again and just remind me to bring that email to the top of the list. So this week I have just a couple announcements. So first of all, I have done a midterm check-in on your checks and Check Plus updates so far, your checks and checks pluses that you've received on your Discuss activities, and your completing your Focus and Reflect activities. And so so far there's been a total of 12 opportunities with that, and so I gave you an update of how many you've received out of 12, and I put that in the grade book under the Session 7 Discuss 6 grade. So in the little comment feature in there in the grade, there will be the update of what you have, how many you have out of 12. And just a reminder, you need 17 out of 20 to be able to opt out of the final exam. So you can check in there, and if you have any questions about that, just let me know. But that'll be under your grades, and then there's a little text bubble next to your grades, and usually that will show up, and that will be listed under Session 7 Discuss 6 activity, your grade for that one. Also, we have the scaffolding project that we're continuing to work on. So that we will be you will actually be submitting a draft of parts 1 and 2 of that to peers in your inquiry group next week. So continue working on that. And I just really wanted to point out that the activities we've been doing in the Discuss activities the past few weeks are really all about setting you up for that scaffolding project. So if we think back to week 5, session 5, in that week we focused on activities. It was all from Latimer chapter 2 on activities that teachers do to focus their students before they do a reading. So chapter 2, week 5, all of those activities where you were writing about those in your Discuss post about different activities that would fit for your discipline. Also in week 6, session 6, you were listing activities that would support comprehension, different activities you could do in class during a reading or during parts of a reading that you could do to support comprehension. So week 6, you were listing different activities that you thought spoke to you and would work well in your discipline. We did the same again just last week, session 9, where you went and discussed different activities to support vocabulary building of academic vocabulary and how you might use it with a specific text in your text set. Maybe you even use the text that you might use in your scaffolding project. So those 3 sessions, excuse me, those 3 sessions were really familiarizing yourself with all the different activities that you would bring into a scaffolding project. And this week as well, we're focusing on activities to consolidate meaning, to create meaning, things that you would do after reading an activity. And so your Discuss post for this week is exploring some of those activities that might work within your discipline. So really what you're doing then for the scaffolding project is you're taking all of those activities you've been exploring and writing about that work for your discipline, and then now you're selecting ones that fits with a specific reading. And then you'll be explaining in your rationale why you think those activities fit in terms of supporting comprehension or building prior knowledge, focusing readers, setting up an inquiry mindset, whatever the different various reasons are that you're using those activities, and you'll draw on the readings to help with that. So the scaffolding is really just an extension of all the work you've been doing in your Discuss activities, and definitely with blog post 3 where you were analyzing texts and for their complexity. So this is all just kind of folding out under that, and you'll be sharing drafts of those next week. All right, that's all I have for announcements this week. We have a Discuss activity, which is exploring activities to consolidate meaning, things you would do after a reading. And then there's a Focus and Reflect for this week, and that is actually just having you share a preliminary idea of what you think you might explore for your visualization project, which is due toward the end of the semester. But just really just getting you to think about it and post a possible idea. So very low commitment. But that's what we're doing this week. If you have any other specific questions, you can post them in the D2L or you can email me directly. I hope that you are all healthy. And if you've been bit by this bug, kudos to you that you made it through. It wasn't fun. I'm sure you would agree if you experienced it as well. I do wish you all good health and wellness, and find me if you need me and are not healthy. All right, until soon. Bye.